What's up, y'all? It's Alexiana. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I did not, repeat, not. I did not sleep with my blood aunt's man. I would never in my life do no shit like that. That's disgusting. Like, I don't do no shit like that. I'm referring to a friend who I refer to as Auntie and stuff like that because to me, she's very motherly and whatnot. So let's get into the story. Okay. I want to say this happened a couple of years ago. I want to say around 2021 or 22. I could be wrong. No, I happened around 2021 because that's when I was working at a chemical factory. Okay, so it had to be like early 2021 or late part of 2020. I'm not sure, but whatever. I remember it was after work and stuff like that, and I was on this website called Grindr. And if y'all are familiar with Grindr and stuff like that, I've explained Grindr so many times on this channel. It's a gay dating app for men. And I remember I was on there and stuff like that, and this faceless profile had hit me up. And you know, we were talking back and forth and whatnot, and the first thing I asked when the faceless profile hits me up is, can you please send me a picture of you? And he had sent me a picture of him, and you know, he was a cute-ass light-skinned guy. We're going to call him... We're going to call him... We're going to call him Vincent. Yeah, like, he was a cute light-skinned guy. He wore glasses. He had, like, a little fro. Like, yeah, like... We had like he was super cute. He was so damn fine and stuff like that. And I remember that, you know, we had chatted back and forth and stuff like that, and he wanted to link up and whatnot. And I was down, of course. And I remember he had asked for my Snapchat, so I had gave it to him and stuff like that. And I remember he had FaceTimed me on Snapchat and whatnot. And, you know, he was flirting with me and whatnot, saying he gonna pull up and get in that pussy and stuff like that. Like, baby, that was music to my ears. Like, a bitch was horny as fuck. And I remember what I was wearing that day. I remember I was wearing this purple and black wig that y'all see on this picture right here. I remember I was wearing that wig and stuff like that. And I remember I had on a white cardigan and stuff like that. And I think I had on some booty shorts or something like that. And he pulled up or whatever and stuff like that. And, you know, we didn't get down to doing the do right away and stuff like that. I remember he wanted to smoke and stuff like that. And, you know, I remember I had gave him a chair to sit in the backyard and stuff like that. And I remember he was sitting in the backyard and stuff while I was sitting on the step and stuff like that. And he was smoking his blunt and stuff like that, looking down at me, talking and stuff. And, you know, we had, was shooting the shit a little bit and stuff like that while he was getting baked. And, yeah, after, you know, we had our little cozy little conversation and whatnot, I remember we went in my bedroom and whatnot, and he took a bitch to Pound Town. And I ain't gonna lie, bitch, like, whenever that motherfucker came over, man, that motherfucker delivered, bitch. Like, that motherfucker had the wood, baby. Like, his thing, I want to say this, like, his wood, it was pretty much, I want to say, an average size. Like, he wasn't too big, but he definitely wasn't too small. Like, it was an average size, and he took this thick ass bitch right here, baby. He took me to Pound Town, baby. Like, he had me shouting from the mountaintops. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, his shit was good. So yeah, after he got finished doing the do, you know, he, you know, got dressed and stuff like that. And I hate to say this, but one thing about me, I'm a hopeless romantic. And I remember, you know, he was sitting on my bed and stuff like that. And I remember I was sitting in between his legs and stuff like that. We were still shooting the shit again and stuff like that. And yeah, he was all romantic with me and stuff like that, saying how he wanted to take me seriously and stuff like that. And yeah, then one thing led to another, and then he left, and yeah, that was that. Now, let's fast forward to when I had met Auntie. I was once again on Grindr, and I remember, like, I was chatting with this guy and stuff like that. We're going to call him Sonny. We're still close friends up to this day. We're going to call him Sonny and stuff like that. And he hit me up, and he wanted to link up too. I mean, not two. I'm talking about two. Like, this happened the same day. Scratch that. Pretend I didn't say that. This did not happen in the same day. This happened, like, I want to say a year later and stuff like that. Yeah, I was on Grindr, and I was talking to this boy named, who we're going to call Sonny and stuff like that. And he wanted to link up with me and stuff like that. And like I always do and stuff, I got dolled up and stuff like that, and I went to what I thought was his house. And I remember he had invited me in and stuff like that, and that's when I had met Auntee, and we had hit it off instantly. We have so much in common and whatnot. Like, she's transgender, I'm a film boy. Like, we hit it off instantly and stuff. And me and Sonny did the do or whatever and stuff like that. And I remember I had exchanged, contact information with Auntee, and we've been tight ever since. Her, me, and Sonny, we've all been tight ever since. She now lives in Florida and whatnot, but whenever she comes down to the Georgia area, we always get together and have us a funky old time. Anyways, so I remember there was this one time and stuff where, she wanted to have a little get together at her house. I remember we went grocery shopping because she was going to cook for everybody. I remember it was me, I think Sonny was there, and like a couple of her friends and stuff like that were there too. She was cooking for everybody. And I remember, oh, by the way, this ain't got nothing to do with the story, but I remember we had went to, what the hell that damn store called in Albany? It's by Little Caesars. What the fuck that damn store called? What the fuck that damn grocery store called? What the fuck is that damn grocery store called? It's a grocery store by Little Caesars, like when you first get into Albany. Oh, what the fuck is that store called? I can't remember. We had went to a grocery store and whatnot, and this was a great day to be exact. I remember I wasn't dressed all femme and stuff like that. I was kind of dressed, I pretty much just dressed gay. I wasn't dressed like this and stuff. I was just dressed like a feminine boy or whatever. And I remember on this particular day and stuff like that, we had went to a grocery store, so she can get the groceries and stuff she needed to cook and whatnot. And there's this fine ass dude and stuff like that. He was hitting on both of us and whatnot. And yeah, I remember Auntee didn't give him the time of day, but he kind of had piqued my interest and stuff like that. But, you're a little too young for me, so yeah. Like, I like my man a lot older, so yeah. And I remember there was a fine-ass bodyguard there, too. He was fine as fuck. Like, if you want to ask for my number, like, hell yeah, daddy, you seem like you're packing anyway. So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that was that happened at that grocery store and whatnot. And I remember we had went back to her house. And, we were just shooting the shit as usual and stuff like that. And then I remember we was just, sharing little, for lack of a better term, we were sharing whole stories and stuff like that. And I remember I had brought up this guy that I had did the do with named Vincent. And miraculously, she knew who I was talking about and stuff like that. She had said that she actually had hooked up with him before. And I'm like, bitch, no, we did not fuck the same guy. No, we did not sleep with the same guy. Like, she had said how he had came over to her house one time and stuff like that. He had stayed over, and how they went to the Dollar General and stuff like that. And he wasn't afraid to be seen out in public with her, which that's good. And yeah, like, that shit had shocked me. Like, what's up with the same motherfucker? The fuck? Damn, small world. It's a small world, and my Miley Cyrus Someday song voice. Like, it's a small world, like, damn. We share a dick, pretty much, like, damn. Like, it was a shocker to me and stuff like that, but she said how, he's not her type for some reason and stuff like that, because at the time, she already had a man and stuff like that, but Vincent was definitely my type. Like, I love tall guys, like, he was tall, like I said, he was tall, light-skinned, he wore glasses and stuff like that, he had a fro, has his deep-ass voice, like, aggressive, outspoken, like, I love them type of men. I love them type of men. And we're going to fast forward to a couple of months ago this year. I remember Vincent, he had came back in my life again and stuff because, we kind of had fell out, but we recently had reconnecting and stuff like that at somewhat of the beginning of this year and stuff like that. And I remember he came back to my house, and what do you know? He took a bitch to Pound Town again. And girl, when I tell you this motherfucker delivered, girl. I'm telling you, girl, we went round for round for round. I think we did like 3 rounds, I want to say. Like, this motherfucker, I don't know if he took a honey pack or whatever, or Viagra or whatever, but that motherfucker came and delivered. Like, That motherfucker told this kitty up, girl. That motherfucker had me literally screaming from the mountaintops. Like, oh my God. I remember I had on like my pink little nightie and I pulled my hair back in a ponytail. I wasn't wearing this wig, but I was wearing another wig. Like, that motherfucker took me to Powtown. Literally had me shouting from the mountaintops dead because, I mean, after we had linked up and saw that a couple of years ago, he did come back sometime again. We had linked up again, and this time was just different. Like, he ain't never fucked me like how he had did at the beginning of this year. He had never fucked me like that before. It was something new and it was exciting as hell. And I'm not into letting guys film me, but he wanted to film and stuff like that. And hey, the dick was good, girl, so I had told him yeah. So yeah, I remember he had propped his phone up on my dresser and stuff like that, and he was filming me and stuff like that. And hey, it is what it is. But if that shit was to get out, like, hey, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Hell, I look good on camera anyway, so yeah, like, whatever. So yeah, that motherfucker told this kitty up, girl. Like, and I remember when he was done and stuff like that. When he was done and whatnot, when I tell you when it was time for him to leave, this bitch right here literally threw a tantrum the minute he walked out this door. Girl, a bitch literally threw a tantrum when he walked out that door. I ain't gonna lie, hold on. Make sure my panties ain't showing or anything. When I tell you, okay, y'all can't see me, but I remember I was just stomping up and down like this, like just like that, like, it was so good. Like, man, I was on some damn housewife. Girl, I was on some housewife type shit. Man, that damn shit was so good, girl. I was thinking to myself, I want to wake up with you in the morning and make pancakes and squeeze your fresh orange juice and all that shit. Like, I was on some housewife shit. Like, I want to wake up next to you in the morning and make breakfast, pancakes, sausage, eggs, and all that shit. And you smoke your blood in the backyard and we shoot the shit and you cuddle up next to me. Like, I've got your slippers, your dinner, your dessert, and so much for. Wait, I've got your slippers, your dinner, your dessert, and so much more. Whatever you want, baby, let me cater to you. Like, on some Destiny's Child shit, girl. Like, that shit was so good. But of course, it didn't happen. And I remember I had begged him to stay. I said, well, can't you stay? Like, you can spend the night. But he said, no, he had to get back home. He lives in Americas now. At the time we met, he had lived in Dawson, but now he lives in Americas. But girl, like, I wanted you to stay. I was on some Destiny's Child cater to you shit. Oh my God, that would have been great to have some overnight dick to wake up to in the morning and fix breakfast and shit too. But it didn't happen. So yeah, that was that. So yeah, like, well, let's rewind back to when Auntie had told me that she had actually slept with him before. Like, it was a shocker. Like, damn, small world. Like, everybody know everybody these days. Like, it was a shocker. And like I said, she even said like he wasn't her type, but he definitely was and still is my type. I tell you that much. But anyways, that's it for this video. This might be too graphic for some, but I don't care. This is my channel. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well in the description box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. So until next time, peace out. Bitch.